What's up, NASCAR racing fans? This is Ryan with NASCAR Authentic Shoes, and I'm back with 3 new diecasts. So these are 3 Darlington throwbacks, and 3 very impressive Darlington throwbacks, I might add. The first one being Darrel Wallace Jr.'s tribute to Mark Martin in the number 6 Ford, and the next one being Kevin Harvick in his number 4 Busch tribute to Cale Yarborough in that car, and the next one being Tony Stewart with his Coca-Cola tribute to Bobby Allison. So very, very awesome cars. I'm very glad I picked these up. I actually had this one for a little while. These two I just got recently, so that's pretty awesome to have those. And yeah, so I guess we'll start out with the number 6 Xfinity car of Bubba Wallace Jr. So it's kind of a shame that Bubba Wallace will not be running in the Xfinity Series anymore this year from what we know. It's really a shame because, I actually kind of liked him. I've got a friend who's good friends with him, but they were talking about, what he has planned for next year and for the rest of the season. Really is nothing really planned, which is really a bummer because, like I said, he's probably my second favorite driver in the Xfinity Series, first being William Byron. But yeah, I mean, overall, just talking about the throwback, this is a really, really awesome throwback. And I think they did a really good job with the paint scheme, especially, making a tribute to Mark Martin in the number 6. I thought it was very appropriate. So, yeah, there were some thoughts about, if he did make a cup ride, where he would go. But, I don't know. They did have him run one race not too long ago. I believe it was Pocono for the number 43 for Eric Almirola, who is still absent in the Cup Series for now. But yeah, so I guess we'll take a look at the hood right here on the front. Of course, Ford for Roush Fenway Racing, Ford Mustang. So you see, yeah, so I do like the Darlington throwbacks. Of course, they are probably one of the coolest cars you see on track all season. So, especially for the, I guess you could say, old-timers. Me, I've only been in the sport for maybe 15 years. That I've really tried to keep up, really tried to keep up for the past, maybe 3 or 4 years, that I've really gotten into it, and that was pretty much when I started collecting Diecasts. Diecasts have really gotten me back into the sport, and so forth. But yeah, so once again, a very, very cool throwback. Of course, Wallace here on the back and Xfinity on the front. So Roush Performance, Roush Ford GT, there you see on the back. So yeah, pretty much a single sponsor for this car. Not too much, of course, the white Goodyear tires, and a couple of various sponsors here on the side, pretty much the same sponsors as usual. Xfinity Series, Darlington, Mobile One, and a couple others that I can't really read. But yeah, so I do like the way they did the throwback with the decals here on the back. You can't really know Ford Motor Company. Don't know what it says below that. But yeah, once again, a very, very awesome looking car. This is one of the cars that I was thinking about picking up in the Darlington throwback wave, but this car actually never hit at my Walmart. I did actually find this car at Target once, but I decided not to pick it up because I thought it would look better in the black interior. So this was another car that I had planned on picking up at the racetrack when I went to the Coca-Cola 600, but once again I could not find it, and with the haulers that they had for the merchandise, there really was not that big of a selection. So I went ahead and just ordered it off a line. And if you order cars offline, or however you order cars, I would suggest eBay. And my eBay seller that I usually go to is, I believe his name is Race Kid. So he's a very good seller. He gets me pretty good deals on these. I think I got this for $7.25 free shipping. So he's a very good dealer. I would suggest him especially. So there we go. He's got some of the best deals on eBay for Diecast. I just ordered 2 more from him. I ordered the Chase Elliott Hooters car and the William Byron number 9 Liberty University. So I'm looking forward to those coming in sometime today. And yeah, so there we see Ford on the right side, pretty much the same thing as the left. And I guess we will move on. So there is the number 6 Darlington throwback for Bubba Wallace Jr. So there we see. Okay, I'll go ahead and put that in the back, and guess we'll go ahead and start with the Cale Yarborough tribute. So here we go. Let's see here. There we go. Go ahead and pull this out. Of course, this is on a base, And I usually try to keep these cars on a base, just really for packing reasons and because, why not keep it on there? Some people don't like it, and of course you get this little paper that we always see. This product is mounted on base using a specialized screw as required by licensing and or regulatory agencies. So not too much, and we will continue. So here we go. Once again, a very, very phenomenal car. Probably one of the top 5 cars on track that day. This car, once again, I did see in the Darlington Throwback wave of NASCAR Authentics. Thought about picking it up, but decided not to for whatever reason. And I'm glad I have it now. I think it might once again look better in the black interior. So I'm glad I got it in this. Once again, I got it for, I think I got it for $6.99 from, once again, Race Kid Diecast on eBay. So go ahead and hit them up. Pretty good deals. So there you see, of course, Cale Yarborough tribute, Busch on the front. So I think once again they did a pretty good job with this paint scheme. I'm really kind of curious what they're going to come out with for the 2017 Darlington Throwback. Of course, it will be on a Ford. So I'm really excited for these Darlington Throwbacks finally being released for 2017. We have a couple. I believe really the only ones we've had would be Casey Kane. And is Casey Kane really the only Cup car that we've gotten released? Really, we have not had much. I'm really looking forward to Chase Elliott's being released before too long. Hopefully, I think that really will be before too long. Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s final Darlington Throwback car. So that will be cool. So I guess we'll take a look at the hood. Once again, get a nice, good close-up right here. Busch with the logo there below that. And Harvick here on the name banner. Take a look back here. Jimmy John's. Okay, so that's interesting right there. And the nice gold 4 here on the side, of course. Kevin Harvick above the window. And the Throwback NASCAR logo. With Busch here in front of the tire and Busch on the side. So once again, a very, very nice car. I do like these gold rims that they put on this car. And this would also be a very nice car on 124 scale. But not on my list to pick up. So there you see Busch once again in here on the back. And right there, just a little bit of paint chip right there. I might try to fix that before too long. Just get a little Sharpie and cover over that. But yeah, so very, very nice looking car. I'm glad I picked this up once again. Really, these Darlington Throwback cars really are awesome. And it's kind of inconvenient because, these Darlington Throwbacks, once again, they're so awesome. I want to pick up just about all of them. And, with there being so many that were released this year, just about every car on the track had a Darlington Throwback paint scheme. You can't quite pick up all of them. So I think I probably have about 10 or so far from the past 2 years. I've got them, 2 layers on my shelf. So yeah, they take up space pretty quick. So yeah, so I'm definitely looking forward to ones in 2017. So we'll take a look at Tony Stewart's final Darlington Throwback car that he had. Of course, the Coca-Cola paint scheme. This one being a tribute to Bobby Allison. And if y'all wonder why I use my knife to pop this out, because I don't want this to happen. I opened it earlier and I ripped it, so I try to use a knife whenever I can to open it up, make sure it doesn't get ripped. I try to take care of the box. And yeah, so once again, this is probably a top 5 car on track in the Cup Series. A very, very nice car. And once again, glad to have it as well. I actually got this car pretty much when it was produced and released. I just kind of hung on to it, never reviewed it. For whatever reason, just hadn't had the opportunity. So there we go. We see here on the front, 358 CI, of course, cubic inches is what that stands for. Nice gold, bronze, I guess you could say, wheels, just like the Kevin Harvick one. And Coca-Cola. That's one thing that I do kind of miss. The older cars, they kind of had the colored wheels. Nowadays, we only see maybe Brad Keselowski. And sometimes Chase Elliott, whenever he has the Sun Energy scheme, which is really awesome. I do like those chrome rims. But yeah, really do not see the color wheels too much, or the rims, too much in today's racing, which is kind of a bummer. But that's one thing that's really, really nice about the Darlington Raceway race, is you do get to see all those different colors and the bright colors, stuff like that, because back then the cameras did not pick up color too well. So that's why, one of the reasons why they're so bright is because they would show up really, really well on camera, and really just look really awesome. So there we see the 14 on top, and here on the side, of course, some of the same contingency sponsors as usual. The Throwback NASCAR logo, NASCAR Sprint Cup Series, 3M, Darlington, Lincoln Welders, and so forth. A very nice Coca-Cola right here. And I actually did see Bobby Allison's car at the Coca-Cola 600 this year. They had a display for that car, of course, the car that this was being attributed to. So that was pretty cool to actually see that in comparison. A really, really nice looking ride. The real thing. Coke, 14 here on the back. The real thing once again. Yeah, so definitely a very nice car. A car that was definitely on the list to pick up for the Coca-Cola 600. But once again, did not have the opportunity. So there we go. And very, very nice. Once again, I'll probably keep this on the base. Some people break off the bases. A lot of people break off the bases, but I like to keep them on there for whatever reason. I think it looks kind of cool. So there we go. There are the 3 cars that we have gotten this week. So stay tuned for some others. I do have to review the Richmond water heaters from NASCAR Authentics Wave 3. That will probably be up before too long. If not today. So hopefully I can get it up before too long. So yeah, we will see. And there you go. This is NASCAR Authentics Reviews signing out. Take care, guys.